Hey, Lisa. How are you? Hope you all can hear me. Hope you can hear me. Yes, I'm live. Hmm. Yeah, I'll read it. Okay, that's good. That's good. How have you been doing, though? You been doing good, though? How's everything working out? Just trying to see if some more people will come on live. It's been going great. I am anxious. Okay. Don't be anxious, honey. Just take one day at a time because remember each day you have is a day to prepare you to be ready. Okay? Each day you have there is a day to prepare you to be ready. So don't be anxious. Just take one day at a time. It's gonna be fine. Yes, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Trying to see if there's any other people that's gonna come on because I want to tell people, like when you come here to Africa, you cannot expect America. There's so many things. Hey Tim, how are you? There's so many things that's different here in Africa than what you would expect from America. Um, it doesn't mean that they're behind or anything like that. It's just that, they're just kind of, there's some things that's a little different here, I think, in Africa than in America. So I just want to make sure I'm letting people know do not look for America in Africa. Because if you do, you're going to be terribly disappointed. Can y'all hear me pretty good though? Can y'all hear me pretty good? Say yes, or either, I'm excited about being here. Yes, I can. Okay, awesome. Awesome. This is my first one, y'all. This is my first live. I'm going to try to start doing a little bit more lives, like maybe every other Friday, speaking about just different subjects. I'm just trying to get y'all prepared, trying to get people prepared to come to Africa. And there's a few countries I could settle and live in. Nice. Really? Okay, so what's some of the countries that you could settle in, Tim? Okay, good. You can hear me fine. But what's some of the countries you're thinking about? Let me know which some of the countries. I could tell you a little bit, like I said, I can tell you a little bit about Ghana and I can tell you a little about Gambia, because those are the two places that I've been. Shalom. Hello. Hello, family. So I know you're saying that you're thinking about a few countries here. Okay, now it all depends on what you're looking for. I could tell you between Ghana and Gambia because those are the two countries I've been to so far. Ghana, Accra, if you're looking for a little bit more hustle and bustle, like I'm from Atlanta. So to me, Accra was nothing but, okay, Accra to me was nothing but Atlanta. I mean, they had the malls, they had the movie theaters, they got fashion shows. It is nothing but Atlanta, Accra. It's got, let me tell you, Ghana has Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's got Burger King, Pizza Hut. It's very Western. It's very Westernized. It's still a little bit of its own customs and traditions in Ghana, Accra, but it is considered a big city. If you're looking for hustle and bustles, movie theaters, malls, different type of restaurants, all kind of stuff like that, yeah, Accra is a beautiful place to go to. Um, as far as Gambia, woo, I don't know if any of you are from the Atlanta area, but down in Atlanta and Georgia, there's a place called Macon right outside of Atlanta. So Gambia to me would be like Macon, a little bit slower. It's a lot slower. Like I've only seen one movie theater here, and they play one movie at a time. Oh, okay, you from Jonesboro? Okay, all right, all right. This down there in my neck of the woods. Even though I was from Powder Springs, Douglasville. Okay, um, but like here in Gambia, like I've only seen one movie theater. I already went to it, but it's an actual movie theater, but it's not a movie theater like you would think. Like how AMC is, how you walk in, you buy your ticket, you buy your popcorn, you buy your candy, bathrooms on the side, then you go off into the movie theater. This ain't that. But they do have stadium seating, but it's just that when you walk into the theater, you pay your ticket right there, you sit down, and they bring popcorn to you. So like I said, some things are going to be different. And some things are going to be different. That's why I want to make sure that when y'all come to Africa, don't look for America. Don't look for it because you're going to be disappointed. Okay. Okay. So South Africa, you're thinking about Kenya. Kenya's pretty nice from what I've heard. Definitely Ghana and Botswana. Botswana is pretty nice too. Now, the only thing about Botswana, because I've heard there's a lot of people here that's thinking about going to Botswana as well. Botswana is a nice place from what I've heard, but the only thing about Botswana is if you go out there to start some business, like if you want to start your own business, Botswana will not let you. Say, for example, if you want to open up a hair salon, especially as Black women, we want to open up a hair salon. They will not let you open up a hair salon. Now, if you say because you're going to take the jobs away from the local, okay, the locals. If you were saying a hair care treatment salon where you're doing hair care treatment, not necessarily like a hair salon, they may let you open up a salon. I know that's the thing that I've heard so far about Botswana. That's why I have there's a friend of mine who wanted to start business in Botswana, but they wouldn't let her because it was going to take business from the locals. So you have to. That's one of the things that you want to also do your research in, and whatever country that you're deciding, if you plan to move there, whatever country you're deciding, see what the see what the uh, I don't want to say the work like, but what the businesses like, what type of businesses that you can open, and what's the requirements for the business. Okay. You said that I think I would love the Gambian people, but I need development. I know. I saw a video of a woman whose husband died in Gambia and she had to catch a cab. Yeah. Okay. So, yes. Yeah. Yeah. It is more development that's needed here. It's not that it's not developing, it is developing, but it's more. They can definitely use more. They do have an ambulance. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've only seen like maybe one, maybe two ambulance here at a time. Um, yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, I can't even say this. That's not true. It's true. It's true. That's why I would say if you have any, depending on if you have any major health issues, you may want to stick with the bigger cities, the bigger countries, like Senegal. Senegal, from what I've heard, has some good hospitals there. Ghana has some good, decent hospitals. Because I went there when I was there. I was able to get any prescription that I wanted to in Ghana. So they're a little bit more developed. But if you have any kind of like major health issues, you may want to, yeah. And also I noticed that here in Gambia, if they if they like when a lot of people here pass, they usually bury them the same day or the next day. So yeah, it's a little, like I said, it's a little different. I know, like here in America, when if somebody passed, you at least got a little 7 to 14 days before you really bury him, or 7 days or something like that, before you have a funeral, and then you get him in the ground. Mm-mm. Here, if somebody passed, they usually bury you the same day or the next day. Okay. Yeah, it's still, like I said, yeah, it still needs some development. I'm working, I'm retired, and still young. Yes, I understand. Yeah, you need to think about the healthcare. Totally understand. Um, I won't say. I will say this. I'm not going to say that Gambia is my total final stop. You know, I plan to. I want to so eventually maybe head towards Ghana because I'm getting older. Same thing, and I want to be able to, you know, have a good health care. One of the things that I've noticed here is that like in Africa you get a lot of herbs and a lot of like they've got the moringa tree here, like that's in almost in everybody's yard. And if you find out, yeah, the lights went out, y'all. Sorry about that. But if you find out how to work some of these herbs and spices and everything that you get, and try to make yourself a little regiment, the little cocktail or whatever that you take in the morning time, it's going to help build up your immune system. It's going to build up your immune system. And that's what a lot of them do because a lot of them just can't regularly go to the doctor, but they don't get a lot of this. It's kind of weird. They don't get like a lot of the sicknesses that we normally would get in America. However, they get different type of sicknesses. Like for example, I would say, okay, one of the things I know for sure that they get, many people get here, high blood pressure. But they get high blood pressure because some of the stuff that they put in their foods, I don't think they realize what they're putting in their foods. Like, for example, there's this thing called Maggie, the Maggie or the Jimbo. And it tastes good though. It's like it's MSG is what it is. It's really just MSG. Oh, the blue lights came on. Excuse me, y'all, for these lights. They go off and on. Yeah, that's another thing you got to get yourself prepared for. But yeah, but they have this thing called Jimbo, and they put that in their food, and it's a seasoning. It really is. It's just a season. It's just MSG, right? But the thing is, though, when they eat it every day, the blood pressure goes up. They're eating every day, and some of these people, some people I've seen, dropping dead at like 45, 46, 50, 51. And they don't, I don't think many people don't realize that it's because of the Jimbo and the Maggie that they eat every day, you know. Oh, you you remember my trauma. I'm okay. I'm doing okay. I haven't gotten another dog yet. Haven't gotten another dog yet, but I plan to get another. I plan to get two dogs whenever I get on my land. I did purchase some land, and we're soon getting ready to start building. So as soon as we start building and get that house on that land, yeah, I'm gonna get two. I'm gonna get two dogs. I'll probably name them. I don't know, maybe Ghana and Botswana. I don't know. I'll figure out something. I'm gonna get through it. I got through it. Prayed my way through it. I did. Thank you, Tim, for asking. Yeah, I prayed my way through it, y'all. Prayed my way through it. One of the things that I wanted to oh, you brought some land too, lovely Africa. Okay, I brought some land from okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. In Ghana. Okay, so I'm building. All right, cool. Congratulations, you're building. So have you laid your foundation yet? Have you gotten the foundation or you just bought the land? Have you put a fence around it? Okay, and that's another thing. Here, anytime when you buy land, they put a fence around their lot. You know, like how there we normally just you got a house and they just start building a house. We don't put any kind of gate or anything like that. You just got house, then you got another house, then you got another house. Mm-mm. Here, when you build a house, they build a wall around the land. Okay. I guess it's just to kind of keep people out. I'm not sure exactly why, but it's just something that they do here. They build a wall. Said I'm going to be visiting Gambia and other countries also. Cool. But you like Ghana. You like Ghana. Ghana is growing as well too. A lot of us, especially a lot of us Americans, are coming out there. But they starting. I'm starting to see a lot more Americans coming out here too. Yeah, I think. I think what it is that like out here, you get a lot more retirees, people that's retiring. that just want to sit still, just don't want to be bothered with people. You get a lot of them coming out here, and they're starting to build. I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it. People that's like my daughter's age, they're all going to Ghana. A lot of people going to Ghana for Accra, because a lot of them still want to have the hustle and bustle, the movie theaters, the malls, and all that other stuff. So a lot of them are heading out there. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to talk to you all. Okay, let's see what else we got. So she bought some land. I'm going to be visiting Gambia. Okay, cool. Let me know when you're going to be visiting Gambia. Y'all can hit me up in my email. I think I told you my email, the African Connect 21 at gmail.com. You can go ahead and hit me up. Let me know when you're coming out so I can make sure you all get picked up and everything, okay? Because when you get to the airport, they're going to nag you. Be like, oh, lady, lovely lady, oh, soul sister, let me help you, man, let me help you. They're going to want to help you get your luggage, and they'll just take it and just start walking. So let me know. I can get someone like JC or somebody out there to kind of come pick you up. So let us know. So that way you can, I can make sure you're safe and make sure you get to your destination. Okay. Y'all got to forgive me for the blue lights. And I don't have air conditioning in my room. Ooh, it get hot here sometime. It gets hot here, y'all. But y'all going to be okay. Y'all going to be okay. So I wanted to answer a question that someone has sent me. I think if y'all saw my video about getting a job. So most of the time, like I said, most of the people that's coming out here are retirees. A lot of retirees. So you got a check coming in. So that's cool. You got a monthly check coming in. So you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. You're going to be all right. You're going to be okay. Now, for those that doesn't have a job, you want to make sure that you start something. If you're going to be doing it online, you want to make sure that you start something before you come out here. You want to have something coming in monthly. Okay, you want to have something coming in monthly. You could still live out here very cheaply. Very, very cheaply. But the thing is, though, you got to have something coming in, because if you don't, if you save up so much money, you're going to notice your money going to start disappearing if you're not replacing it. So you need to make sure you have a job or some kind of income or something coming in. Okay? You got to want to make sure you still have something coming in. Let me see. Or if you want to start a business, that's fine too. Now, the businesses, let me tell y'all, you want to make sure that if you come to, whether it's Gambia or whether it's Africa, I mean, anywhere Africa, you want to make sure that you got a plan on what kind of business you're going to start. You cannot come to Africa looking for a job. Do not do that. Do not do that. You got to come to Africa. You need to start jobs, okay? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. Now, were you saying that they're passing away with heart attacks? So you saying here in Gambia, or are you saying in Africa, or are you saying just in general? Lovely Africa, let me know. What are you saying? It in general, or are you just saying here in Gambia? And I'm so sorry to hear that, though. Tim Black. Okay, you're so silly, Tim. Oh yeah. I'm so sorry to hear that, dear. I'm so sorry. You know, okay, so tell me, is it my imagination, y'all? Is there a lot of craziness going on? Is something going on? Is the spirits moving? Is it something spiritual going on? Because I don't know. It seemed like there's been a lot of stuff going on. I mean, is it my imagination, y'all? I mean, it's like, okay, I am hearing a lot of stuff going on in the US, but I know there's stuff going on all over. But I mean, there's earthquakes, there's flooding, there's storms, there's all kind of stuff going on. There's people killing people, there's children disappearing. Is it my imagination? So it's not my imagination. Okay. Because is it spiritual, y'all? Do y'all think it's spiritual? I mean, is it something? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot of stuff going on, y'all. But I am sorry to hear that, Miss Lovely Africa. I'm so sorry, dear. My condolences to you. But I think what we need to do is we need to start watching what we eat as far as because I don't know, like over here, like we've even got like my son-in-law JC, we even got him to cut back on eating the Maggie because in a lot of the foods here they use that Maggie. It's giving people heart attacks and they don't even realize it. That's they're getting high blood pressure and they don't even realize why. But it turns out where this Maggie is being produced and created, made, they don't even eat it. They ship it here. It's from a European country and they ship it here. So some of the stuff we got to watch for ourselves, of what we put in our bodies. We have to. Let's see. Yeah, prophecies being fulfilled. I agree. I agree with that. It is some stuff going on. Prophecy is being fulfilled, and I think they said a battle of Jehoshaphat or something like that. Y'all, I think that's in the top part of Africa, where Niger, Mali, Chad, and all those places are at, where they're going to have a battle or something like that. I think that's going to be here in Africa, y'all. That's I don't know. Maybe I need to just go ahead and start reading the book of Ezekiel and Isaiah. I need to start reading that book again and actually read for understanding. Pray for it. But I think we hear just more information now, and people are more plugged into each other, like the Bible says. The end will come like a thief in the night. Amen. I hear you, Tim. Yeah, because it's just something going on. It's a whole lot going on. I mean, are y'all hearing things from stuff going on in Africa as far as the coups that's going on, or some of us call it the realignment? Are y'all hearing anything? Because I mean, it's a few coups that's going on in France. They trying to get France the hell up out of Africa. They trying to get them out. I think some other countries are going to end up falling into that. So I think Senegal is going to end up being a part of that. It's not a coup. Yeah, it's a realignment, baby. That's what it is. It's a realignment, baby. It ain't no coup. It's a realignment. We got God is realigning some things, and God is going to remove some of those people out of the way, y'all. Y'all don't understand. Like I said, y'all, it's going to be a bumpy ride for many of us. They finna realign. They getting those people out the way. They getting those people out of the way. And some of those puppet leaders, oh yeah, they about to be told. They about to be told on. Are these blue lights bothering y'all? Okay, all right. Yep, exactly. It's about to be right. Let's say the Most High is not playing. Yeah, I totally agree with you. He's not playing now. Now he's showing out. Now he's gonna be showing out. I think. Did y'all? Okay, so y'all know that there was a major earthquake in Morocco. Did y'all hear about that? Major big earthquake in Morocco also. Um, it was a 6.8. A whole lot of people is missing. A whole lot of people died. And but see, the thing is though, I'm hearing a lot of the floods and the earthquakes and different stuff. I'm hearing it from like China, Japan, Germany. So a lot of those European countries are having some flooding and all that stuff issues. Okay. Now this is the first time I'm hearing that Morocco had an earthquake, and then I think something happened in Libya. But the funny thing about it is like Morocco, if I remember correctly, yeah, it was really bad in Morocco. But if I remember correctly, Morocco came out and said that they didn't consider themselves to be a part of Africa. So, but you on the African continent, but they didn't consider themselves being part of Africa. I don't know how true that is. I don't know if I heard it correctly, incorrectly. I don't know. It says Libya's over, I think about, wow, 20,000. Y'all, what's going on? It's the Most High. Wow. I knew something happened. So Libya had an earthquake, or is it flooding? Is it an earthquake? I wow. I still think that there's going to be a major earthquake coming. So it's flooding. Okay. Wow. I think a major earthquake is coming, y'all. I don't think we've experienced that yet. I think a major earthquake is going to be flooding. Two dams broke. Okay, so this wasn't so this the two dams that broke in Libya. It was not climate change, right? Yeah, yeah. Wow, it is crazy. Washing away people while they slept. Wow, it is a lot going on, y'all. We gotta stay prayed up. We gotta stay prayed up. We gotta be reading our Bible as like we ain't never done it before. We gotta start reading our Bible. We got to stay up on this side, asking God to watch over us, keep them angels on there. Wow, that is crazy. It is a lot going on. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, but let me tell y'all. So here in Gambia, like I said, if y'all come to visit, y'all plan to visit. Okay, like I said, with the job thing, y'all, you need to have a job when you get here. You need to have something when you get here, when you get your money right. Okay, you need to have something. Okay, do I still have the B&B? Okay, so let me tell you about the B&B. No, I don't have the B&B anymore. Okay, let me give you a lesson that I learned. I had the B&B, had it for a year. A lot of it depends on where the B&B is located. I figured out that the closer it is to the beach, the more chances. Don't worry, Tim, if you come. Don't worry. If you come, we'll make sure you're taken care of. But it is, though, the more closer it is to the beach, the more chances for your place to get rented out. Okay. The closer it is to the beach. I put it out there. I was able to rent it out several times. It wasn't like a whole lot of money being made off of it, but I was able to rent it out a good several times. Um, and dealing, yeah, let me tell y'all, dealing with some folks. Woo, woo. You said true. I make products. What kind of products you make, Lovely Africa? What kind of products you make? Because I'm getting into trying to make some products myself for the ladies and try to and start selling some stuff over here. But yeah, you can. But you know what? Do you all? You can get you a Airbnb out here. You're just gonna have to make sure that the Airbnb that or the B&B that you get, that you're really working on it. You're really focusing it, and you're really marketing your B&B. You can make money now. Most of the times, the B&Bs out here, the going rate was kind of like they wanted anywhere from like $35 a night to about maybe 50, 60 bucks a night, 70 bucks a night. It was pretty decent. It was really pretty decent. Matter of fact, it's so funny you mentioned that, Tim, because you know what? The property that I'm working on trying to get built is going to be the same floor plan as my Airbnb. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make on my land, I'm going to actually build a duplex. So that way we could be on one floor and we have it. And then later on, when we grow a second floor, I'll move to the second floor and rent out the two bottom ones. That's how you can make some money, you know? Okay, so you saying, Lovely Africa, you make shea butter, deodorant, and soaps. Okay, cool, cool. Now, yeah, deodorant. Yeah. Yeah. So I saw another one of your YouTubes to do a video on the Gambian art. Okay, okay. So you want me to go? Okay, I'll try to make a way to go to the to go to one of the markets and do some videos out there with the different paintings and different stuff like that. Okay, I'll find a way to get out there because transportation, it's not easy. Ooh, that was the other thing I was going to mention. Transportation. Okay, so whew, when you get out here, transportation. If you plan to live in Africa, I would definitely try to work on one or two things. If you're going to buy you a car, buying a car out here is it's a good thing. But you want to make sure that when you buy a car, that you're buying something that can be easily fixed. And what I mean by easily fixed, say like for example, if you get a car shipped here, if you get a car shipped here and they have what they call here in Gambia, they call it the brain box. That's what they call it, the brain box. But it's the computer. For us, it's the computer. You know how in the GPS, you know how when we reverse and it shows us the little TV screen. Okay, they don't have those kind of services out here to fix. Like if your computer go out and it actually controls the whole car, cranking and everything, you might just be out of luck. You out of luck. It's so many cars that's out here on the side of the road or at some of these car dealerships that, gosh, some of them look like newer cars. They just can't fix them. They don't have the capability of fixing them. So you got to be mindful. If you bring in your car out here, you got to be mindful what kind of car you're bringing out here. And if you're shipping it out here, what I would do if I was you, buy parts for your car, like the air filter, oil filters, the shocks, brake pads, whatever it is, and put it in the car. Just put it in the car and let them ship everything over. Buy parts for your car to have it shipped over. That's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. If I knew then what I know now, I would have actually sent my car over with just buy parts. A lot of the cars here that's sold here in Gambia, a lot of them are like 1980 something, 1990. Yeah. That's the cars that's coming here to Gambia. 1980 something, 1990. And don't ask how many miles on it because it don't even matter. Because 1980, 1990, and then eventually you're going to have to get it fixed. So you're going to have to find you a good mechanic. If there's somebody that's a mechanic and you are certified as a mechanic, you'll make money here in Gambia. You'll make money here. That could be a business that you definitely can just start here. You'll definitely make money here because there's a lot of us that's bringing cars over that's want to just find mechanics that just know how to fix it, fix some things. Okay, you said B&B will make sense when OIC road projects is complete. Okay. Okay, why the Gambia is in the opportunities that keep them. So why the Gambia? It is the opportunities that keep them there. Okay, what do you mean by that though, Tim? What you mean by that? It's the opportunities because let me tell you now, if you're meaning like there's opportunities here to start certain types of businesses, yes. That's all of Africa. All of Africa, you can actually come here. Africa is a plethora of opportunities to start a business. But when you come here to start a business, you got to have your plan together. You got to have your plan together. Because like, I'm going to give you a good example. I've already changed. I opened up a mini mart last year, November. I was doing my mini mart from November all the way to maybe March. But I was buying products and different stuff for my mini mart. So after a while, though, what made my mini mart different from a lot of other people's mini mart is that I was cooking. I was cooking in I make fried chicken wings, fried chicken. Now I'm doing now I call it not so Phillies, cheeseburgers. Just doing the different things at my mini mart, and that was doing good. But it turns out that the food was selling more than the actual products. Okay, you said sorry. I was asking you, was it the opportunities that keep you there? Yeah, because I'm gonna tell you, me coming here to open up a mini mart or even now a cafe it's a cafe now. I probably would have never did that in the U.S. I probably would have never did that in the U.S. I probably wouldn't have had the money and everything else to do that in the U.S. I wouldn't have had that money not to open up a cafe or a restaurant or a mini mart in the U.S. I would have never had that opportunity. So that's what I'm saying. There's opportunities here that you can actually do that you probably wouldn't have thought about doing over there. But like I said, you got to be mindful of the prices that you charge. You got to be mindful of that. You got to be mindful of who's your audience, who's your customers, who's your clients. You got to be mindful of that. Okay. Yeah, it was the opportunities that kept me here. Yes. Yes, Tim. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna be honest with you. That's why my mini mart that I have is no longer a mini mart. It's a cafe now because it's so many mini marts here. My mini mart was different. A lot of people was like, "Oh my gosh, there's not too many black women that owns mini marts here." Oh my gosh, that's great. But the thing is though, I could not get half of the products that the Lebanese can get. I couldn't even get half of the products that the Lebanese get, and the quantity and the amount of it. So yes, the Lebanese owns majority of all the mini marts here. Matter of fact, let me tell you how smart one of them was. One of them started. I think y'all. I hope y'all saw the video. One of them started a store. He called it Target. He called it Target. I don't know if it's Targets with an S. I think he all he did was just add an S. It's got the same bullet, the red dot like Target, the same thing. He named it Target. That's just like him starting. That's like someone starting a store and calling it Hallmark instead of Walmart. He did. He did. He called it, and it's got the red dot and everything. He called it Target. They even and that's what they do. They get certain name brands. Matter of fact, we even have a store here that's owned by the Lebanese. They call it Staples. It sells office supplies. The same logo, staple, the same print, the same color, the same thing. They call it Staples. Ain't that crazy? Yeah. So they will use some names. We even have one here as another store owned by the Lebanese. They call it Home Depot. Ain't nothing depot about this store. It ain't, it's got a few home goods in there. He call it Home Depot. That's what they do. That's what they do. So they take those opportunities, y'all, and they use those names because they know it's going to get people like us. It's going to get people, yeah, it's going to get people like us. But see, they have access to getting way more products, and it's not just them. It's also the people from India that's here too. I, at first, when I opened up my mini mart, I was buying a lot of the products from the people in India. This one guy I had from India, he could get almost anything for me. You know, Mick Fatimas. But yeah, but the guy, there's a lot of Indian folks here too. They get a lot of products from them. They can get products by the gosh, about a boatload. So, and they just opened up another mini mart on my block. I mean, well, we call it block. They call it junction here. They opened up another one. So on my one block, it's like, gosh, almost like 10 mini marts. The only thing that made mine different is that I cooked. But now I got to the point, they were just coming there. Oh, thank you, Mother Africa, Mama Africa. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, but I'm loving the insight on the online. Oh, thank you, dear. Thank you. So yeah, it's like 10 mini marks on my doggone block junction, they call it. They call it junction, but we call it the street. But yeah, it's like 10 of them. So y'all, if you come here, make a plan to stay, but make a plan to make sure your money's coming in on a monthly basis. But like me, I had to change mine. I couldn't do the mini mart anymore. So it's a cafe now. I'm just being real. I'm just being real. It's a cafe now. I sell American food. I sell American food. I sell not so Philly, like I said, not so Philly chicken wings. I even sell orange chicken. I make orange chicken and fried rice. And make the other day I made Southwest egg rolls. Woo, baby. Sold out of those. Okay. So yeah, I'm trying to do something a little different, but also what I'm gonna also start doing, I need to, oh yeah, come on, lovely Africa, come on to Gambia and support me, baby. But yeah, what I'm gonna also do is I think to help my business because I'm in the slow season right now. We're in the slow season. Yeah, let me talk to y'all about that real quick. I'm in the slow season right now. So sometimes during the slow season, you may only get like maybe 4 customers in a day out of a whole day. You may get 10, you may get 3, you may get 6. I mean, sometimes it's we're in the slow season. So slow season for me was for, well, I'm not gonna say for me. Slow season here in Gambia is from the end of March all the way now towards the end of September. So I'm praying to come out of this slow season, but into October. So evidently, here in Gambia, when they get people that's coming in to visit, and this is where they make the sales, the tourism and stuff like that, it's usually from October all the way to March. And a lot of people that come in, you get people from the UK, Sweden, and Holland. They come down of Sweden and Holland. I'm not sure if they're the same, but Sweden, Holland, they come down and they come, and this is how they do their tourists. This is when the time that they actually make their money. They make their money from October all the way to boom. You make your money, but after March, it's like a switch goes off. Just switch turns off. It's like all of a sudden it just slows down. For some, it goes to a crawl. The month of May, for me, it was a doggone crawl. When I say it was a crawl for my cafe. I was barely making any money because they have Ramadan, and Ramadan is the whole month. They don't buy nothing. They don't. I mean, it's a lot of stuff that for the whole month, from the morning time all the way to like maybe 5, 6, 7 o'clock during the evening. They don't eat. They don't do nothing. So you don't sell anything. And then when they finally time for them to eat, they go to one house and everybody eats together from that one house. They feed each other. So you got to be prepared for some of these seasons. You got to be prepared for some of these seasons if you plan to try to come here to live. Hey, Fatima, let's see. Hey, who is this? Uh, ears to hear and eyes to see. I see you. Okay, I like that. That's cute. That is really cute. Yeah. So if y'all got any other questions, y'all? I know y'all got a couple of questions because I want to make sure I give y'all some insight. Because the one thing I don't want to do is make like living in Gambia a fantasy. Okay, you got your ups, you got your downs. You got, y'all know some of my downs was when I had to deal with the death of my dog. I miss Jamaica. I miss my little Jamaica so bad. He had such personality. Y'all know Jamaica had personality. I miss my baby, but I prayed my way through that. So yeah, you'll deal with some the downs is you will deal with some jealousy. You will deal with some envy. You will deal with some of that because many folks, not all of them, but many folks think that because we're Americans, we got all this money in our pocket and it's just oozing out of our blood. You know what I mean? We just got money coming in all over the place. They think we got a money tree. We don't. We don't. We don't. Because if I had a money tree, I need to be shaking that thing right now. Okay. But yeah, you will deal with that. They automatically think that you from America, oh, or UK, oh, you got money. No, 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 you're American, you got money. They're not understanding that the value of our money may be a little bit higher, but I'm still working just like anybody else got to work. You know what I mean? Okay, so does Gambia have any nice areas with paved roads and consistent utilities? Oh, Tim, that's so cute. No, not as far as I've seen. I've heard that there's a lovely area called Fajara. I have not had an opportunity to go there. It's supposed to be a little bit more upscale. I can't tell you if they have roads or not. You have main roads here. You do have some main roads here. They're building it. Yeah, they're building it. But baby, that you got to understand. I know Tim's like, look, the infrastructure could still use some work. The infrastructure could still use some work. Um, what a lot of Americans are starting to do here is like in the neighborhood, we all starting to get together and we're gonna put our money like the area that I'm going to. I'm building a house first. I'm gonna get my house built. I got other neighbors that's Americans. They're gonna get their house built. We already talking about in about another year, we putting our money together. We're gonna pave the roads ourselves in our whole subdivision. We're gonna just do it ourselves. We can't wait for the government here. You can't wait for the government. There's some things you just got to do for yourself. We're going to get our own electric pole. We're going to get we're going to get our own electric pole, which is 30,000. Supposed to be like around $30,000 seats. And then we're gonna get our we just there's just some things we're gonna do and build up our own subdivision. We're gonna build our own subdivision. We're gonna have to make our own roads, and that's what you're gonna have to do. You know, you see about needed a boat. Yeah, you saw me walking, right? Y'all see me walking sometime. That's how I do my walk and talk, y'all. Just say, hey, I'm trying to not make this stuff count. Not try to fantasize and stuff. I'm letting y'all know this is what's out here. But I will say this. I will say this. Um, Even though the infrastructure needs some work here and everything, y'all, the infrastructure is still Gambia is growing, y'all. Gambia is growing because I do see a lot of road work that they are building up the roads now. They actually putting solar lights out here on the roads, which is great. But the thing is, though, it may not the infrastructure may not be there in many parts of Africa, but it's safer here as far as I have not been in any place I got to worry about shooting. I don't have to worry about someone calling me, following me around the store because I'm black, because everybody black here. You know what I mean? It's just there's just certain things you don't have to be concerned about here. It's a totally different, I don't want to say a different worry, but it's just a totally different feel. I can't explain it. I can't explain. How much is that in dollars? So what you mean as far as like the $30,000 C? $30,000 C's. Let's see. For a light out here, that's $495 as of right now. Yeah, I saw in the news that there was getting addresses in Gambia. Okay, yeah. So what they're doing is they're getting, Google decided to get with, I'm not sure which organization out here or something, but what they're doing is Google is putting like a map location. It's starting with a GS dash, and then it's some kind of whole numbers. So it's not exactly like an address, like how we would say, 123 Main Street. It's GS dash, and it's like a long number. It's almost like a map, like your what do you call it? Not longitude and latitude, but it's kind of just something from Google. It's coming from Google. I do know that much. But yes, they've been putting them on the doors. They've been putting them on the walls. I'm not sure how they're going to teach that to the people. I'm not sure how they're going to teach that this is your address to the people. I'm not even sure why Google is even involved in it, in the address system. I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I'm not saying it's a good idea. But I still don't want nobody to know exactly where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But that's, yeah, but 495, that's not bad to put a street light on your road. And if we're trying to build up our own subdivision, I mean, we plan on getting a marquee and in the subdivision where we're at, we plan on doing a few things, you know. We just plan on doing a few things. I plan on getting a borehole. If y'all don't know what a borehole is when you get the free water. Let's put it that way: free water, no water bill, free water. It's when you get they come out here with these machines and they dig these long tube things in the ground, okay, and they dig it in the ground. It hits water, spouts out water. They put a tube thing on it, and guess what? Your property has water for the rest of your life. You got free water, fresh water. Now, of course, you still need some type of filter, a or filtration system on it because it's still coming out the ground. So you still need something like that. But they have that. They got what we call the boreholes with the tanks, where it stand up on some stilts, and the tanks has a pump on it that pumps the water into the house. So it comes from the water from the ground to the tank, from the tank, pressure into the house. And you got free water. You got free water. So let's see. What about the fencing property? Like prices may be for a 20 by 20 rough thing. Okay, let's see. Okay, so I can tell you this. It is, they like building bricks out here. They like building bricks out here. And for per brick, they charge you about either $5, $6, or $7 C's. I need y'all to get y'all. Oh, that's probably too bright. I was going to have you all download your currency thing, but you could get here. Let's see, six. We'll say $6 C's. $6 C's. It is. Y'all ready for this? 9 cents a brick. Yeah, 9 cents a brick. So if your fence need about, so like if you need 1,000 bricks, and it's like 6 cents. I mean, nine. We said 9 cents a brick. That's $90 almost. Now that's not including though. I don't know. That's probably about 90. Probably, I don't know. Is that maybe 90? Did I calculate that right, y'all? Times 1,000 bricks. Yeah, that's 90. 90 American dollars. Okay, so it all just depends on how many bricks you're needing for the wall. Okay, because they're going to charge you, and that's just the to make the bricks. That's not buying the concrete. You got to buy the bags of concrete. You got to buy the bags of sand, and then you got to dig the trench. That part I'm not exactly sure, but I'll get that information to you, Lisa. Okay. You know I'm gonna take care of Lisa. You was one of my first. You were my first. One of my first consultations that I'm doing, because you all, I do consultation, so that way you know exactly what to expect when you get out here. There's certain subjects that I haven't spoken about tonight that I need to make sure that you all know. So when I do the consultation, you know, I can answer a lot more questions, and then I can also, depending on what kind of work you're trying to do, we can actually go into detail as far as who's your audience, who's your customers, and just different things that you need to be prepared for. Okay. So that's why we do the consultation, so that way y'all know these things. Because I don't come out here and be surprised, be mad at me. Don't come out here and be surprised and be mad at me. I love, 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 love Gambia. Yeah, it's a beautiful place, y'all. It's a beautiful place. Still growing, still growing, y'all. Still growing. Okay. And let me see what else I want to mention tonight. Let's see. Yeah, okay. We already talked about the roads. Y'all already know the roads are bad. Okay. Okay, so yeah, I don't have my Airbnb anymore, but I can get you with my agent, who can find you a place. Okay, just reach out to me, the African Connect 21 at gmail.com. Okay, we can make sure our people are taken care of when you come out here. And when you get an Airbnb, now some of them are like maybe $30, $40 a night, $50 during the season time. Because if you're coming out here in December, that's going to be high season. So they may charge you a little bit more for that, Lisa. That's just that's how much they just charging you per brick. Now that's just to make it, so that's almost like labor, but you still got to buy your bags of concrete, and you still got to get your sand delivered to your land. Okay, now I'll give you this tidbit. A truckload of sand for me, I had delivered to my land was $8,000 C's. So I'm gonna let y'all calculate $8,000 C's. You tell me what it is, y'all. $8,000 C's a truckload. Because you got to have the materials to make the bricks, and then you got to have the concrete and everything to make the bricks. No, you're welcome, Lisa. You're welcome. Okay, you say you want to stay a month just to see if you like it. Okay, all right. Now, what are you looking for? T Love 514. What you looking for? Are you looking for a party city? Are you looking for, like, okay, like, for example, if you had to tell me, if you were looking for Atlanta, or are you looking for a place like New York? Are you looking for a place like Macon? Are you looking for a place like Mobile? I mean, just what are you looking for? What kind of atmosphere are you looking for? Because I can tell you if Gambia is it or not. Okay, let me know. Have y'all figured out what $8,000 seeds is? Okay, so just let y'all know, $8,000 C's as of right now, it's like $132. So it costs like $132 a truckload of sand to take out to your land. And then they usually mix the sand in with the concrete. They usually mix the sand in with the concrete and then, put the water on and they make your brick. And they make the brick right out there on your land. And it's cheaper to get the brick made out on your land than to have bricks delivered there. Says I like the car, but I don't speak the language. You're right, because Senegal speaks French. That's the only reason why I have not gone there myself. And I mean, they are straight French, and I've heard that they also speak Wolof. Is it best to stay? Well, it all just depends, dear. It all depends on it all just depends on your budget. But I would say this though, when you first get here to Gambia, I would stay in a hotel because at least straight from the airport to the hotel, you already know what to expect. Okay, you go to the hotel. Most majority of all the hotels has a restaurant, so that way you can eat at the restaurant until you figure out where you want to stay, because you don't want to come and just stay right in the Airbnb and it may not be what it looked like on the pictures, may not be what it is when you step up in there. You know what I mean? So I would suggest that you stay at a hotel first. Stay there a couple days, and that way you could go out and start looking for Airbnbs. Okay. 132, yeah, right about 132. Let's see the best hotel. Can you do? Okay, you go make. What made me leave? You want to know what made me leave? Is that the question you're asking me? Oh, I'm saying no. You say you gonna make me leave America. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay, Macon. Yep, that's exactly how I describe Gambia. Macon. That's exactly how I describe it. It's Macon. It is outside. It's almost outside Macon, but yeah, it's Macon. Hmm. Now, here's the thing though. Gambia is not set up like all the different fancy restaurants. It's not like that. A lot of these restaurants are mom and pop restaurants. A lot of the restaurants, they sell Gambian food, which is pretty good, but they sell Gambian food everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Let me tell you, they love white rice, white rice, white rice. I miss some damn pasta. You can't really go too many places to get like spaghetti, lasagna. Like how we have Olive Garden. No. You know how we have Red Lobster? No. But it's just life simpler here. It's making it's so simple though. Life is so much simpler here. Yep. Sounds good to you. Okay. You like to live in my neighborhood? Now, you talking about as far as like where my land that we bought? Okay, so say I would worry about banking and banking. No, you don't have to worry about banking. They got ATM machines here. Um, okay, so let's talk about banking real quick. And this is stuff that I normally talk about on my consultant thing, okay? But I'll just mention this real quick. They do have ATM machines here. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. Only thing about the ATM machines is that they don't let you do a deposit. You know how we used to go up to the ATM machine, you want to make a deposit, you can make a deposit. You pull out money from one account just to deposit it. They don't do deposits here as far as at the machines, but they do have ATM machines here, and they're all connected and everything. Okay, and as far as banking, they got Western Union here. They got Western Union, MoneyGram. They got stuff like that here. Okay. It sounds good. All right. All right. Now, let me see. Is there anything else I want to mention to you all? Let's talk about. I had wrote down a few things for you. because I did talk about the roads, because I do not want y'all to be surprised when y'all come here and you see these roads. Oh, let me tell you. So I'm gonna make it. No, you're gonna make me leave. Well, come on. I told you, come on. Let me ask you this question. Okay. So T Love 514. Let me ask you this question. Okay, are you a retiree? And um I guess the question is, if you was to leave America, or if any of y'all could answer this question, what would make y'all leave America? Are you tired of all the crap that's going on in America? Because I know that's what made me leave. You got frightened of the oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Not required here. I'm just gonna put it that way. It's not required. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like I always say, come and visit. Come and visit. I mean, just take your chance. Come and visit. It can't hurt. Visit. Stay for a good couple of weeks. Stay for a couple of weeks though, so that way you can really get the feel of it. Stay for a couple of weeks and then go back, make your decision. If you like I said, but if you're looking for a making vibe, kind of slow, easy like Sunday morning, Gambia is it. Not trying to beat American, yeah, in Gambia. Yeah, it's you cannot, y'all cannot come here and expect everything that America has. You cannot do that. Okay. I'll give you another example. You know how we could just go to something as simple as Walmart. That's not here. Something as simple as like Payless shoe stores. I don't know why I just thought of Payless, but you know how you could just go to a shoe store and you buy some shoes? That's not here. Something as simple as, ladies, you know how we go to like Victoria's Secrets and stuff like that, to buy undergarments and stuff like that? No. You have some few mom and pop shops. You do have a few mom and pop shops, but you're going to have to really go and look for them. To move to a continent that I am sick of. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let me tell you something. When you get over in Africa, you're not black. You're not black. I promise you. You're not. We're not. I'm not black here. I'm not black. I'm just. When they hear me talk, I may be, oh, you're American. You may get that. You know what I'm saying? When they hear you talk, you may get like, oh my gosh, you're American. You're American. But other than that, you can walk right down the street. Ain't nobody gonna mess with you. Ain't nobody trying to hold their little purse. Because oh, you may snatch my purse. It ain't none of that over here. What's it? It was foolish to leave America. Are you crazy? Who is this? Okay. Well, it was foolish to leave America. Did you live there? Did you live there? You could draw cash, issue bank statements, deposit. Okay, that's cool. You could do all that. That's cool. Okay, so let me tell you, I don't regret leaving America. I don't know why people think that America is this dream all, end all to everything. No, baby, America has some issues. And if you was a black person, a black man, or a black woman in America, you're gonna have some issues. Not one day will you go by. Everybody experienced some type of issue being a black person in America. So I'm not sure, to my it was foolish to leave America. I don't regret it. I'm mad at myself because I didn't leave earlier. That's why I'm mad at myself for that. If I know what I know now, I would have did it earlier. You know, you said I'm tired. I know. Some kind of business so I can Have income. Yep. Start before, if you decide to come, start before you come. Have some type of online business, and I'm working on some ideas for you that I could probably do a video or something. Yeah, I know, Tim. I know. We try to tell them. We try to tell them. Um, there was one situation last year that I heard a story of a young man who left here in Gambia, went to America, and after a couple of months, he got killed in America doing DoorDash. And guess why? Because he was a black man delivering either to the wrong house. I'm not sure what the story was, but he was from here and he got killed. So we try to tell them. Okay, my ancestor is sending me. Okay, your ancestors sending you. Okay, come on. Tell him we hear him. We hear him. We hear him calling. We hear him calling. Okay. Y'all are so funny. And the Chinese all come to Africa, and Africans are trying to leave. I know, isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? You know what? For you know what? For the person that says that leaving America, if I read it right, if he's saying that leaving America was foolish, that's no, baby, that is not foolish. Um, it's like it's funny because the narrative is telling everybody, it is telling especially black people in America, oh no, Africa is poor, Africa's this, you don't want to go over there, you don't want to go over there. But yet so many of everybody else is coming over here to Africa. Why are you telling the black people to stay there in America, but everybody else is coming over here to Africa? Why? Because I tell you what, during this season, this open season that they're having from October to March, it's going to be so many. I'm gonna put it nicely. I'm gonna put it nicely. I'm gonna put it nicely. It's going to be so many others or Europeans that's going to be over here trying to date the young women, trying to date the young men, and then I'm gonna let y'all use your imagination for the rest. And it's just amazing because it's like many of them would say no, 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 don't come to Africa, but it's many of them coming over to Africa. It's many of them coming over. It makes no sense because if you could see the beach, if you could see the beaches during those season, if you could see what's who's on the beach, you why is it foolish for me to want to leave to be around people that look like me, where I'll probably be a whole lot safer. Okay, yes, the money that you can make in America, yes, you're absolutely right. Yes, it is 100 times bigger in Africa. But here's the other thing that you all don't think about. The money that you make in America, you got more bills in America. You got more bills. Here, you really hardly pay a water bill if you call it a water bill. But in America, you got the water bill, you got the gas bill, you got the electric bill, you got the internet, you got your cell phone, you got your, did I say electric, y'all? Did I say else? You have, okay, here's the other thing. Then you have rent. Rent right now in some places is $2,000 a month. Rent. Okay. Then you have a mortgage. Mortgages, a lot of people are getting mortgages. Some of them can barely afford the mortgages. If you miss a mortgage payment, your home, miss two mortgage payments, your home could go into foreclosure. In Gambia, where I'm at least over here in Gambia, you pay your rent 1 year at a time. So at least for 1 year, you ain't got to worry about your rent, or even 6 months at a time. For 1 year, you don't have to worry about that. And even in that year that you've paid rent, let me tell you, rent here in many places is like $3,000, y'all, 3,000 American dollars, y'all, for the whole year. That's how much rent is over there for 2 months. So yes, yeah, you make more money, but you have more bills. You have more property taxes. Oh my gosh. Property taxes. You pay taxes on everything in America. Everything. Everything. So you see, y'all looking at the money you're making. You're not looking at the money that you also putting out. Over here, you can own land for what you pay rent for. You could own land. You can build on your land slowly. So yeah, and I know I get passionate about it because people love to say, "Oh, America's this, America that." Man, let me tell you, I've been living in America all my life, and let me tell you, I I have not regret leaving. I have not regret leaving. And then you know what? Also, when you said your money is bigger, you got more bills in America. You have more taxes to pay in America. Over here, they don't even pay taxes. They don't even pay taxes. Uh, Taxes on what? And over here, many of them own their land or compound. How many Americans can actually say they own their house or they own land? Because if you don't pay your property taxes on your land or your house, see how quickly the government come in there and acquire it. They would take it from you. Okay, a real Gambian who knows and watching and listening. USKK. You're a real Gambian for me, baby. All right. Okay. So you agree with what I'm saying? Because over here, I can't explain it, y'all. Y'all really just don't understand. Gambia is richer than they think. They're richer than they think. Africa is richer than they think. I mean, y'all, you can own land. Y'all, I have a friend of mine, she owns maybe 6, 7 properties. I mean, land. She bought each of her land pieces, y'all, for 1,100, 20 by 20. Where can you buy that in America? $1,100. She got 6 of them. I don't blame them. Over here, she ain't paying no taxes on it. She's getting ready to build whatever it is. She's building it what they call small, small. How they say small, small, slow, slow, pollo, pollo. She's taking her time building her land. I mean, building on her land, her house. Where can you own some land in America for 1,100? Let me know. I'll wait. So is the money calling, Graham? Let me see. I agree about the 2,000 and barely. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, thank you. How can you? How's my older daughter doing? She's doing fine. She's getting ready to travel though. I told her that I didn't want her to stay here. I wanted her to be able to still travel. She's still young. I want her to still have the opportunity to travel. So she's getting ready to soon go. I think one of the stops she's going to probably be heading to is Korea. She wants to go to South Korea. So she'll be visiting there soon. She might be going back to maybe visit maybe New York and then maybe come back later on. So she may even be going to Ghana next year too. So she's going to be coming back and forth. So I want her to travel. She's still young. Enjoy your life. So yeah, she's doing fine. She's doing good. And I'm gonna be honest with you on this one. Um, it was Gambia was a culture shock for her. That's why I'm trying to make sure I let y'all know that you have to be prepared. Hey fam, hey honey. Okay, Blackman, hey, how you doing? Okay, that's why I want to come because what I can do. Yeah, yeah. And the other thing I would suggest too, from the experience that I had when you come here, make sure you get your housing together first. Yeah, get your housing together first. Whether you rent for a year, and if you plan to buy some land, go ahead and work on buying your land, get that secured, buy your land, start building. Okay. For 500 square feet studio, I'm paying. Oh my gosh. Okay, so T Love 514. Let Hassan know what you paid 1,100 American dollars for a 500 square foot property. Come, let him know. Let some of these my African sister and brothers know, y'all. America is not what y'all think it is. Yes, you make more money, but you work. and let me tell you something else. In America, you make more money, but you better be there on time. It ain't no, oh, no traffic and all these excuses that a lot of them come up with, or don't show up. No, ma'am. You better be to work on time. Tim, you just might get married when you get over here. You might, but I'll talk to you about that. What you need to be, you gonna need some cautious. We're gonna have to talk to you about that first. Okay, you're gonna need to be talked to about that first. We're gonna have to have a talk about that. Okay. All right. You so silly too. But yeah, let's see. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna talk. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. But yeah, okay, so y'all, I kept you all for an hour, my first talk. Yay! So I think I'm gonna try to start doing these on some Fridays. It won't be every Friday, but I'm gonna try to start doing these on Fridays, just so y'all can have any questions. But know that I have consultation, y'all. I do consultation so that way we could do one-on-one, and we can see what it is exactly that you are needing for you. Okay, because what could be said for the general public may not be for everybody. Okay, there's some things, if I knew then what I know now, I would have did some things differently. I would have did some things differently. So, and that would be something that I would put in your in the consultation. Okay, so if you want consultation, you can go out on theafricanconnect.com, the African Connect, and you'll see my little banner over to the side with a beautiful young woman on there saying if you need consultation, you know. And you all, thank you for joining me. I appreciate it, and thank you for the. I know Miss was it Mother Africa? Is Mama Africa? Thank you, Mama Africa. I appreciate it because every little bit helps. You know, because like I said, it's one of those things. If I knew then what I know now, I would have did some things a little differently. So start, if you're gonna come, start with your online job or whatever it is that you're making, your soap or shea butter, whatever it is that y'all are making, get that together so that way you can have your own product line. And the young lady that says she's doing soap, make it. You could start a whole factory over here, really, to be honest with you. You could really start your whole thing because, you know, Gambia is even open for factories because they don't have any. They really don't have a lot of factories. So if you want to come and maybe start a small little factory, Africa is open for that, y'all. Africa is open for your own line, your own brand. Okay. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I tell you in the consultation. So y'all need to peep me up. I mean, kind of hit me up on that, okay? All right, you all. Thank you for joining me on my first one, and I will let you all know about the second one. Oh, yep. See, lights out. You see what I'm talking about, y'all? Let's see. Do you know any available land for sale in? Was it Jabring? Jabring? I can find out. I can find out for you. Okay. I'll just call my agent. Just find out. Oh, hit the like button, everybody. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm kind of afraid. He's so silly. Okay, y'all. Y'all, I'm getting ready to say goodnight to you because it's like 10 something over here, my time. I've been on for about an hour and 20 minutes. Y'all hit me up. I'm going to put a video out. Y'all make sure you go to my videos and support me on blackwomennetworking.com. I would appreciate it because I did do some journal books and my African activity book for kids. And I'm working on the other two books for kids because they need to start knowing some stuff about Africa. Oh, there's so much stuff I could tell y'all. But they need to start learning some stuff about Africa, okay? So y'all go out there and support me on blackwomennetworking.com. It goes straight to my Amazon page, okay? All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night and talk to you possibly next week, okay? All right. Good night, y'all.